garden and the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
There are bloodlines that the Luciferian elite want to protect, and there are bloodlines that they want to destroy. The divine right to rule has been passed down through millennia, a seed line that winds its way to the modern monarchs, royal families, prime ministers, popes, and presidents.
The first came out red, all over like an hairy dog. They called his name Esau.
The vast majority of these people,
the descendants, the bloodline descendants of these beings, rule the world today.
are not only related,
The enmity between the seed lines.
but have Rh negative blood.
Maintain humanity under 500 million.
Take the high-tech companies of the modern world. Okay, but why have these monolithic corporations that involve themselves purely in high science and technology using symbols from the scriptures, symbols from the ancient world, like the forbidden fruit?
Of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it.
The divine right to rule.
Then Jesus said, he who has ears to hear, let him hear.
Something about genetics that is connected to the forbidden fruit, to some hidden knowledge. Michelangelo, like many of the artists, is showing here the androgynous serpent to be a liberating factor. Eve is in a recumbent or supine or submissive position. The serpent and the tree is attempting to awaken Eve.
Many have concluded that Freemasonry's own description of itself is the best.
Albert
A
Pike,
peculiar system of morality veiled in allegory
Adam Weishaupt,
and illustrated by symbols. Today, we celebrate Freemasonry, its past, present, and future.
Manly P. Hall,
And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And man became a living soul.
Native peoples were not the first to inhabit North America.
So the last shall be first, and the first last. For many be called, the few chosen.
Let us make man in our image, after our likeness.
And Rh negative blood is one of the most unusual blood types.
And the Lord God said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. And the Lord God said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
The demon was huge, and it came to me, and it was trying to have sex with me.
The divine right to rule.
We therefore invite Mr. Seer, Master of the Apple Tree Tavern, to take the chair as our first Grand Master.
The divine right to rule.
The divine right to rule. The divine right to rule.
Napoleon, Alexander the Great, Donald Trump, we're all cut from the same cloth.
Alexander the Great, his mother, she worshipped in a temple where they revered serpents.
You and Dick Cheney cousins?
You know, listen, I don't think I'm going to family reunion. I don't know how I'll be greeted. But no, you know, these folks have been doing all these genealogies on me, and yeah, they've found all sorts of strange connections.
What did you make of that, Stephen? For those who don't know this, so Lynn Cheney, the vice president's wife, has been doing some genealogy connected to her latest book, and lo and behold, way back, 8 generations ago, you and Mr. Cheney apparently have some distant relative in connection. What did you make of that, Stephen, when it came?
You know, I actually knew about it because somebody had done some genealogy before, and they had sent it to me, this long sheet, and you know, had all these famous names, you know, Mark Twain and this and that and the other, and then Dick Cheney, and I took it.
George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, William Howard Taft, and